Hello everyone, I am Francesca, and in this event, dedicated to microplastics, I would like to talk about some news and curiosities about this big problem. Let's start from the meaning of this word. Microplastics refers to small particles of plastic material generally smaller than 1 mm down to the micrometric level. Microplastic pollution caused by very small waste that infiltrates the environment and food is considered a threat to the ecosystem and human health. Microplastics are everywhere, even where we don't image. For example, in food today, the digestive tract of 75% of the shrimps analyzed was contaminated by the presence of microplastics. Moreover, among those contaminated, half had balls in their stomachs, a consequence of the accumulation of plastic. The contamination of crustaceans varied according to their area of origin. Those caught near the coast of Barcelona, a large city with a large commercial and tourist port, contained many more plastic fibers than those from other areas. So what should we do? We should identify foods and drinks with a high concentration of microplastics and try to eliminate them from our diet to protect our health. In general, salt, milk, soft drinks, fish, honey, these are probably some of the foods in which high quantities of microplastics have been found. Based on the consumption of fish and the quantities of plastic found in the species, it is estimated that the annual intake of microplastics by humans through the consumption of marine animals is around 53,000 microplastics. WWF. But what are the most dangerous plastics for marine animals? If an animal accidentally ingests a plastic bag, this can cause intestinal blockages. In particular, it is very dangerous for sea turtles and cetaceans. For larger animals, such as seals and sea lions, fishing waste can be harmful. In addition, balloons and rubber objects are ruining small fauna. For example, birds are in danger of dying from ingesting pieces of rubber. But microplastics are also found in an unimaginable situation. Think, for example, of newborn babies and their bottles. The study started almost accidentally when the researchers, observing one of them preparing a food for microwave in a rigid container, saw it become more malleable and softer with the addition of water. In a test, the researchers found that the container had released more than 1 million microplastic particles per liter of water. The experiment expanded to all propylene containers, including baby bottles. The study shows that for every liter of hot water above 70 degrees Celsius, used to wash the bottle or mix the food, up to 16 million microplastic particles with dimensions of less than 20 micrometers are released. When the water was brought to 95 degrees Celsius, the quantity of particles released rose to 55 million. How long does a piece of Lego last on the ocean floor? The result of the study is shocking, but perhaps not unexpected. At the rate at which they are decomposed by the action of ocean waters, Lego bricks can last up to 1,300 years before being completely destroyed. A big problem, especially because we are talking about plastic. Lego has promised to use exclusively bioplastics since 2025, but there are hundreds of thousands of bricks in circulation, perhaps even millions, dating back 30 or 40 years ago. The invasion has just begun. Ecology. Eco-fuel from recycled plastic. According to the United Nations, 300 million tons of plastic end up in landfills every year. To solve the problem in a definitive way, the only solution seems to be to drastically reduce its use, but its versatility and very low production cost make this path, in fact, not very followed. And so while researchers around the world have been working for years to develop a material that is comparable to plastic from an industrial and economic point of view, Hong Feilin and his colleagues at Washington State University recently developed an innovative process that turns plastics into jet fuel. The researchers exploited a long-known process, pyrolysis, which involves heating the plastic to a high temperature, between 300 and 900 degrees Celsius, in an oxygen-free environment. Under these conditions, plastic breaks down into various substances, and with the addition of appropriate chemicals it is possible to obtain new products, such as fuels, lubricants and combustible gases. Scientists focused on polyethylene, one of the most widely used plastics in the world, and tried to treat it, prior to pyrolysis, with various solvents until they discovered that hexane, another petroleum derivative, is what it offers. I hope this little talk has been interesting and stimulating for our minds. See you soon.